Hey everyone. Okay, so this reading is for those of you who are close to coming into union. So this is a timeless reading, so whenever you come across it, it could resonate for you at any point, regardless of what date I've posted it. But yesterday on my Instagram, for those of you who saw it, I did do a very short reading around those of you who are close to coming into union. There were messages that came out around contact coming in and this connection coming together. So I wanted to do a bit more of an in-depth reading here for those connections close to coming into union. And I wanted to focus on what has actually created delays in this connection coming into union, and how is this union actually going to unfold. And I've already pulled a spread, and while I was kind of pulling the cards and channeling what has actually created delays, I was hearing the word crowded. So this could be family, this could be friends, this could even be work, or it could be romantic. All the cards though that came out were pointing towards your person. There were two different paths, and your person chose another path, and that path was a path away from you. It does seem like to me, my loves, from the messages that came out, that it was like they were torn between two different people and two different relationships, and I feel like they felt like the right decision and the right relationship for them was somebody else, and they went ahead and they pursued a connection, a romantic connection with someone else. Now, the messages are pointing towards this, but for some of you, it might be that there was family and they chose family over you. Maybe there was something to do with friends interfering and they chose their friends over you. So, there is this choice that was made. I do get the sense it was romantic, but it could be that this choice was to do with other types of relationships. Either way, there was a choice between you and someone else, or more than one person, and they decided to walk the other way and walk towards this other path. I get this sense that they felt like it's almost like grass is greener on the other side. They felt like it was something that was going to fulfill them. It was something that I felt like they even felt like this was something that was going to bring them a lot more kind of happiness, a lot more independence, a lot more success. So there was something about the choice that they made. They did feel like that was the right choice for them. I do get the sense though that, especially when I was sort of channeling crowded, I do get the sense that there was a lot of influence over their choice as well. So even though to them it felt like it was the right choice, I kind of feel like they were influenced by other people. Maybe this was another person who walked in and they decided to pursue a relationship with that person, or family or friends. But I feel like there was some kind of influence that pulled them towards them and their decision in walking the path with them, if that makes sense. So it looks like that even though they were at a bit of a crossroads when it came to you and this connection, the delay was connected to another person or other people being in the way. Now, in terms of how this connection is going to unfold, you actually got the Four of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Chariot come out, and then I pulled some oracle cards as well. So it seems like it's coming from a place of your person having a lot of regret. I'm hearing something's triggered them. So this choice that they made to walk this other path is like something has triggered them, and I feel like okay, so my guides are saying, when you hear your life flashes past you. So if, for example, I don't know, I'm just using this example, you're swimming and then all of a sudden something happens and you think you're going to drown and your life flashes past you. It feels like something like that happened. Something happened to them which triggered them, and it's like their life flashed past them. And there's something to do with reflection. They've looked back, and there's a lot of regret that's been coming up in their energy. There's a regret over them not taking you up on your offer, a regret around the choice that they've made. They seem to have realized that they have made a mistake in the choices that they've made, and this is how this kind of union is unfolding, that they have realized they've kind of missed an opportunity. They've realized that the path that they thought that was going to fulfill them is actually a path that they seem to be regretting quite a lot. If they've chosen another relationship, then there's some kind of issues or problems that they're having in that relationship. And so there's a lot of regret coming up in them right now around the choice and the decision that they've made. A lot of nostalgia, thinking a lot about the past as well. They seem to be daydreaming as well. Daydreaming of, I'm being told, daydreaming of how things will be. So it's like in their mind they've decided that the path they want to take is to walk towards you. And I can't remember if the manifestation cards came out in yesterday's reading. I think it did, but it's almost like from this daydreaming, they're manifesting, they're visualizing, they're manifesting some kind of movement, breakthrough, union with you. There's a lot of frustration in their energy at the moment as well. I feel like this frustration's coming from, there's this regret in them, but I do feel like they're feeling a little stuck as well. Whatever it is, whoever this person is, this path that they chose, they have regret over making that choice, but I kind of feel like they haven't cut cords or cleared that completely out of their life. And so there's a lot of frustration at the moment. I'm being told eager beaver. So they seem to be very eager in shutting down this current life, this current path, this current choice that they made. And I feel like they want to do that because they feel like that unless they cut it down, them coming forward towards you, you might reject them, or you might refuse to, open up and hear out what they have to say or pursue anything with them. So they do seem to have this understanding that for them to be able to come forward and pursue anything with you, they need to kind of make sure that the path that they chose, which was away from you, is one that they've completely closed down and walked away from. I do feel like if this is relationships, they're shutting down relationships. There's going to be some karmic relationships ending for your counterpart and their person and the person that they're with. They do seem to be in this place at the moment though where there seems to be some negative thought in them, and this negative thought is around kind of what you're going to say to them. I kind of get this sense that they really want to pick up the phone to you and just pick up the phone and start having a conversation with you, but there's this worry in them that if they just pick up the phone, will you hang up on them? Will you actually engage in a conversation with them? So there's some negative thoughts. And the other thing that seems to be happening as well is they kind of feel like that they have sabotaged any opportunities between the both of you as well. So this reflection that they've been on, and these choices that they've made, they're looking at it now where they see there's been a lot of awareness and there's a lot there. I kind of feel like they're judging themselves, but they're learning a lot about themselves as well. And in that, they seem to be recognizing or feeling like that they sabotaged any opportunity or possibilities that they could have potentially had with you in the past. And I feel because of that, that's where some of this negative thought is coming from. Because of that, there is this kind of feeling in them that because they feel like they sabotaged any kind of opportunity with you, mainly because they chose another path or they chose another person, they're now worried that that has now sabotaged any kind of opportunity with you. So there is this kind of, again, this negative thought, this kind of worry that if they did approach you and contact you, what will that mean now? Will you actually open the door to them, or will you close the door to them? But my loves, with the Four of Wands and the Chariot as well, there's definitely going to be some kind of reunion taking place. So even though they're in this place at the moment where there's a bit of frustration, there's regret in them, there is this kind of a little bit of negative thinking as well, worrying about what's going to happen when they approach you. It doesn't feel like it's something that is going to stop them from approaching you. So this kind of regret that's coming up in them, this kind of reflection, is all part of what's helping this connection unfold towards union. And it does seem like there is a reunion taking place. I feel like this is something that is going to be quite unexpected as well. So even though there might be some hope, some wish from you, I don't feel like you're going to sense, you're going to expect this coming in. I actually feel like you're going to be in some family gathering or family event. It's like you're going to be somewhere, you're going to be around people, could be friends that feel like family. So you're going to be very much engaged in doing something. You're going to be around other people. So your mind's not even going to be thinking about your person or this connection or even checking your phone or social media, anything like that. You're going to be very much in the middle of enjoying this social gathering, and I feel like in that moment there's going to be some kind of contact that comes in from your person. Now I pulled other cards as well, and I wanted to ask, what is it that they're going to be saying to you? What's going to unfold from this movement, this contact coming in, you know, from this almost like this successful outcome, this successful forward movement coming in. And you got the Infinity card, which I absolutely love, and then you got the Coins card as well. And because we're looking at a love reading, the coins will represent a lot of abundance coming in this connection as well. So, and especially with the Infinity card as well. So this is someone, for those of you who are coming into union, this is someone you share a very deep soul connection with, and this is one of those connections that is very spiritual, very deep. I feel like it's even a connection that you may have had a past life connection with this person, but it's a relationship, it's a connection, it's a bond that is here for life. It's something you're going to feel and experience with this person forever. So there's a very deep soul connection between you and this person. And it's almost like it doesn't matter what obstacles have come in the way. And even though some of those obstacles have been tough, with the Infinity card, this is a connection that was always going to come back together. This was a connection that was always going to come into union. And this kind of union, this, and I love the fact that the Infinity card came out, especially because we're looking at connections coming into union. And this connection, when it does start moving forward, and when that step is taken and you do start entering into that place of coming together into a relationship, it's coming with a lot of abundance. I'm very drawn to the coins falling down, and it feels like to me there's a lot of blessings that will continue to come down over this connection and over the both of you. Now you got from the Twin Flame Connection deck, you got that they have not given up on you, the 3 to 6 months card, and they want to have a family with you. So again, the message is coming out around this is, again, this connection's not one that, you know, has run the end of its course. It's a connection that is coming together. This person has not given up on you, and I feel like that even though at one point in their life they made this choice to head in a different direction, and it might have, for them, it might have felt like they actually have left this connection behind, and for you it might have felt like that they've actually given up on you. I feel like this place that they're in at the moment, where they've realized or they feel like they've made this wrong choice, is confirmation to them that actually they don't want to give up on this connection. They want to come back towards you, and it's going to be confirmation for you that this person has not actually given up on you. With the 3 to 6 months card, there is a possibility it will be over the next 3 to 6 months you see some kind of movement, you see this kind of step coming in from your person. I feel like by that point they would have closed the door and cut cords from, you know, all the things that are making them feel stuck at the moment, including relationships, because I'm actually being shown them walking alone on sand, but they're walking away, so they've got their back turned. So it feels like they're walking away from a lot of people, a lot of situations, a lot of circumstances that have got in the way of the both of you being able to pursue something romantic together, and they want to have a family with you. They're coming in, and they're coming in wanting to have something long term with you. This is not them coming in and saying, you know, let's date or let's see how things go. This is someone who actually wants something quite long term with you. So my loves, this is the, I guess, the extended reading for those of you who are close to coming into union. Thank you for joining me on this reading, and I'll connect with you guys here again soon.